Ayan guys, for this weekend, papunta ako ngayon sa Photoworld Asia, one of the first major photography conventions dito sa Manila. Now, it has always happened sa Glorieta. So, dadaan ako today. I'll check out the Canon booth. Tapos, tingnan ko lang kung ibang mga display. And one thing I'm dreading this afternoon, butas sa wallet ko. And for sure, may makikita ako doon. At makakatuksong bumili. But, you know, let's see if how we're able to get the stuff that we want without having to bust our wallet. Photoworld already started last Thursday, if I'm not mistaken. Nakapunta lang ako yesterday after all the shoots that I've done. I canvassed on a couple of stuff that I wanted to buy. And babalik ako today just to see ano pa options ko and bilhin ko na ano yung kailangan kong bilhin. Ayan, so we just got into the mall and Photoworld Asia is still in full swing this weekend. Now, for beginning content creators and amateur content creators like yours truly, you don't really need to bust your budget in having to buy the most expensive stuff right away. Tipag, diba? Ayun. So there. So, ayan. So, iikot-ikot lang ako sa Photoworld ngayon, going back to the booths that I was interested in getting some stuff, and let's see if we can find any better bargains around. So for Photoworld, ang kailangan ko lang are three things: sound for my video stuff, stabilizer, and lights. So tingin-tingin tayo. Guys, I'm with Frank Chai of Aperture Trading or Shutter Master para sa mga bumibili ng stuff. I've been buying stuff from Frank for more than, how long na Frank?
12 years?
12 years! Oh my God! Ever since nag-start ako ng photography, Frank has always been there. So kung bibili ka ng stuff at start ka ng professional career mo, ay Frank ka bumili stuff.
Thank you.
I always keep a small number of suppliers for my equipment over the years, and Frank is actually one of my stable guys to go to. So sa Shutter Master lang ako madalas bumibili ng gamit. And he's also the distributor of the light storm, the Aperture light storm that I wanted to buy. Kaya lang medyo masakit sa wallet, to be honest. But you know what? One option na sinabi niya, you can rent the lights first, try it out before you actually buy. So for me, for some of my video shoots that might require the use of the light storm, pwedeng magamit, but I don't need to buy it. So I can just rent it out, and if I like it, then perhaps I can consider the investment once, you know, I can justify it for my business. Especially for me, it's all about the ROI kasi, you know, this is what I do for a living. My next agenda is to look for a proper stabilizer or gimbal. Pero nakalimutan ko dalhin yung EOS R ko. So, buti na lang dito sa Canon booth, pwede ako makahiram. Thank God. I guess it's a little privilege being a brand ambassador for Canon. Hey Wes, say hi Wes.
Hi Wes.
Hi Wes. This is Wesley Villarico, one of the Canon brand ambassadors, like yours truly. So, ano talk mo today?
Talking about fashion photography, how I do my shoots.
Nice. Alright, sige, see you around, man. So I'm here now sa Canon booth. I'll try to borrow an EOS R na pwede kong mapatong dun sa gimbal and see kung kasya siya talaga. Pwede din makahiram ng EOS R.
Siyempre sir.
Astig to. Subukan ko lang siya doon sa gimbal. Kailangan yung cash. Ayan, so bumalik ako dito sa area ng gimbal. At ito ang EOS R. Pero mukhang masyado siyang malaki para doon sa Weebill. So mukhang sa higher model na ata, which is the Crane 3. Ayan, makita lang namin kung ano fits. Ayan, so that's it for me on Photoworld. So I'll be coming back home now and I'll show you guys what I got versus what I originally wanted. Hi! Finally, I get to go home. after such a long day walking around Glorieta, meeting some friends, seeing the people, and of course checking out the booths at Photoworld. I did get home with a haul, but in this video, I get to share to you how I was able to save more than 100,000 pesos in Photoworld. For those who haven't really noticed, well, obviously I'm making this video now. I've been doing a lot more video content in YouTube and getting a little bit more active again in social media. My equipment is based on photography, and it's only now nakakapag-start pa lang ako makagawa ng stuff for video, and I went to Photoworld Asia with 3 things in mind because I'm building my video content for myself. So I'm looking for lights, sound equipment, and perhaps a stabilizer gimbal. Like I said, I've been shifting my equipment to video more or less for vlogging and personal use. So in short, I don't really have much budget laid out for it. So going to Photoworld, I am not out there to break the bank, and I will get the best bang for buck that I could find. Now, I came in there, saw a lot of gear na tululaway, they were on sale, gusto kong kunin, oh my god. But I need to catch myself and ask it, do I really need it for what I really use for vlogging? So I'll show you guys what I wanted and what I ended up with. First of all, unang tinignan ko, lights. So there was this booth there called Aperture, ang name niya, and they have this awesome light called the Lightstorm. The Lightstorm 120D and the Lightstorm 300. I swear to God, ang ganda niya. It's an LED light, a very powerful LED light. And what's nice about it, it enables you to use photography accessories kasi it was shaped like a mono head, like how most strobes are. And bow and mount siya. So in short, kumuha ka lang ng speed ring mo na bow and mount, and you could use octoboxes, softboxes, and other accessories on it, and yet shoot with video. It's ang ganda. I was blown away, and I was so tempted to just withdraw from the ATM and just plunk in on something like that. But of course, it costs quite a number on you. So even if naka-sales siya sa Photoworld, it's retailing for 48,000 pesos, more or less. Tapos naka 40,000 peso discount siya at Photoworld. So even if may ganong price difference, 40,000 is something that's pretty painful unless you are growing money on trees. Diba? But I still want to use the light and eventually, get to buy one down the line. Let's see. Buti na lang din, it's good to know that Frank, the owner of Shutter Master, who's distributing Aperture, was there. He is what we call, what I would personally call the arms dealer for photographers. So if you are a starting professional and you wanna do this full time, Frank is the guy to go to get your stuff. And over the years, I've built this sort of working relationship with Frank, and he's been more than kind enough to share me or to look after what you really need as a photographer. He just won't sell you stuff just because he sells stuff. But I feel that he has this concern over what you really need as a as a professional. And so I wanted to work with the Aperture lights. Na yung Lightstorm, yung 120, especially the 120. And he said, you don't really need to buy a light outright. You want to try it out, rent ka. There's several outfits out there that rent these lights out. Try it out first. So you don't really need to invest on something that you are not so sure yet. So ayun. So in short, for my upcoming video shoots, I will rent out the 120D, perhaps 1 or 2 units, try it out with my accessories, and if I really like it, then I will go for an investment of a light. But for now, I didn't buy the light. I didn't end up buying any lights in Photoworld, and I will rent it out for my future video shoots for the meantime. Yung next agenda ko naman sa Photoworld was to get decent sound equipment. Now, sound is not my forte. Just you could see, photographer naman talaga ako. I've been dabbling in video, and I saw the need that I must have decent sound. I passed by the Saramonic booth, and they had awesome stuff, something I could start with. And immediately I saw this TV production grade wireless lapel. Yung tipong yung kinakarga sa likod mo whenever you're guesting in a TV show, tas sinusuot inside your shirt. It was really nice. It was really pro-looking. The range was awesome kasi, you know, we took it out for a test. Naglakad yung taga-camera house, yung some guy there. He walked up until the stage. It was a good several meters out. Sabihin natin mga 10 meters, 20 meters out. And the sound was so crisp. It was so nice. I was so tempted. Alright. The original price niya was at 16,000 and during Photoworld, naka 50% sale. Believe it or not, 50 freaking percent. Kalahati. Diba? So, wala ka lang masyado mo. Bibili ko na. I was actually aiming to buy it already. But it so happens that a good friend of mine, fitness expert, CrossFit expert na si Gab, who happens to be there, and he also vlogs and does his own content. Tapos sabi niya, Jay, you have to ask, saan mo ba talaga madalas ginagamit yung equipment na yan? And what kind of stuff do you need to use? There are a lot of other solutions that you can MacGyver with or put together without needing to buy such higher-end equipment right away. Ayun. So, for my purposes naman, I do a lot of unboxing, I do a lot of event coverages, and interviews where it takes probably more than one person na kausap ko. And come to think of it, having a dedicated wireless lapel just on me might not work because baka hindi ako madinig o baka hindi madinig yung voices ng ibang tao in the conversation. So, with that in mind, I ended up getting still a Saramon Nakakuha pa rin ako ng shotgun mic. So, this probably set me back since naka-sale siya, around 2,500. Okay, so this is one. So, shotgun mic that I can put on my camera so that kuha ko yung conversation, you know, like more than me if I'm talking to a crowd or whatever. So, okay. What about naman times na solo ako or, you know, I'm walking around, doing some soliloquy, so to speak, or yung mga monologues ko. Paano naman yung microphone for that? So, nangyari naman din kasi, I had several sound solutions that I had, you know, nakatago sa cabinet ko. Something that I get to use during my streaming hours. And there was a recorder that was given to me by my good friend Bobby, who's been, you know, he gave it to me almost 7 years ago, and it still works, and such model still exists. It's the H1. Actually, the Zoom H1, it's still around. Same thing. I don't think it really has, well, it had higher models, but it didn't really evolve much from its original form. So fast forward, Gab out of the blue just said, "Oh, you know something you could do quick. You can just get an H1, attach a lapel microphone to it, and voila, you can get your own recording done." Diba? Since the distance naman of unboxing is not far, you're not walking around like several meters out. You're not on a stage. You're not hiding somewhere or some heavy drama going on. Diba? So tada. Nalabas ko ang aking H1. It still functions. Binalan ko lang din siya ng accessories sa JB Music. So, some stuff on the side lang. So, this H1. So, how do I pair this off? What I did naman sa Photoworld, I got, tada! A Saramonic lavalier microphone. So, in short, it's a lapel microphone. So, ang mangyayari ito for my vlogging setups, labas natin siya. Yan. So there you go here. Sa haba ng cord, guys. I don't know how far this reaches. But in short, I can get, of course, since it's a stereo jack, line in, mic, tada, here is my setup. Diba? So, lapel mic sa mahaba yung cord. Pwede ko naman itago sa lalim ng shirt. At malagay ko yung recorder somewhere else. So, yung wireless lapel na nakita ko kanina, I guess was overkill. I'm not saying it's any bad. It's actually good. It's so nice. You know, given once ma-improve pa yung video work ko and all, and you know, some more work would come in, then perhaps I'd be able to justify such. But for now, since we're doing mostly online content and unboxing stuff, you don't really need that professional of a grade receiver and transmitter yet. At least. Last but certainly not the least, yung gimbal o yung stabilizer. I've had several occasions when my cameraman or former interns would have shaking hands. So, kita mo yung pasma nila or nginig nila doon sa camera work. So, ako din naman, sometimes I have shaking hands. So, I'd rather hold a gimbal para stable, and it's always smooth to have a gimbal with you, di ba? Ganda yun. So, I went around ang daming iba-ibang brands na pala ng gimbal stabilizers now. So, there's Moza, there is Zhiyun, yun. Tapos itas, and then Pilot Fly, yun yung nakita kong 3 brands na naka-display sa Photoworld. And most of them have different models pitting out against each other depending sa size ng camera na gamit mo. Pero again, I always come back now, what do I really need? It sounds nice, pero most of my personal use in coverages ko is cons. Tapos most of the time hawak ko yung camera in a selfie-ish mode, talking to in front of the camera, FaceTime, may good amount of FaceTime. And holding a gimbal over time, it's still weight on your hands, nakakapagod din siya, and it's not as portable. And I always tell myself, don't get confused with the equipment just because it looks nice. Kasi right now, dalawa ang gamit ko. I'm using an M6 and I'm using an EOS R. So, si EOS R, bottom line, panalo, ang ganda niya para sa gimbal. So, yun. So, paisip ko, how will an EOS R fit? So, ini-imagine ko siya. So, paano yan? Di ko dali yung EOS R ko. I mean, I just walk to Glorieta. Alam ka naman, dalan ko yung camera, ang bigat. Buti na lang din, I can go to Canon's booth and ask. So, so I did use the Canon Ambassador card and pahiram ng camera. So, buti naman din, they trusted me enough to lend an EOS R with a 50mm R lens. You could see yung matabang lenteng yun, super nice, super big. So yun, so I was able to go to one of the gimbal booths and fit it out kung kaya nung EOS R on that particular model of a gimbal I was looking at. I looked at the Zhiyun Weebill. It looks nice kasi gusto ko doon sa Weebill, yung kanyang tripod stand could be shifted into another position. And suddenly, it could convert into a briefcase hold, and suddenly pwede ko mag-underslung camera angles, which is super awesome. I saw one Weebill being used in an Adobe magazine event. So sabi ko, tinanong ko yung videographer, wow, anong gamit mo? Anong brand yan and all? So, me being such a newbie in video, ayun, I was so enamored with a gimbal. So sabi ko, I wanted to get a gimbal somewhat badly, I guess. But again, coming back, don't confuse what you actually need from what you want. Kailangan ko lang naman that's something that's handy and something that's light. So, believe it or not, I ended up getting an L bracket. That's an L. Hindi na focus may camera. Yan, it's an L bracket. So, dito kinakabit yung camera, and then may extra hot shoe that you could place other accessories on it. So, yun. And then, may extra spigots pa and other holes where you could reposition to stuff. So, obviously, hindi ko madedemo sa inyo kung ano itsura nung setup na to with the M6 unless pwede one of the interns o si Cello would actually shoot me to do this. Pero, I repurposed it in such a way that I will be holding the camera this way. Yung camera nakalagay dyan sa harap. And accessories pa, suddenly na napaisip pa lang. You could actually get this same, and and even connect your recorder on it. Tada! So may recorder ka na. Recorder ko nakatikit doon sa tabi. Diba? Medyo overkill naman, right? So, ayan. So another idea then also is getting the ceramic mic, bringing it out. We get the mini shotgun mic, so cute. Stick the pop filter in. Yeah, nice. And then, since may extra hot shoe ka na from your L bracket, I could connect a microphone underneath. See, pag-grip ako, camera here, nandyan. So, pwede pa ako maglagay ng extra LED light on top if I wanted to and get my audio. Diba? So, cute! Ayan, so sabay na pa-unboxing na rin ako ng mga ibang ibang accessories dito. So, the Saramonic V-Mic Mini comes along with 2 jacks on it. May XR, ayun, actually, mga mono and stereo pala. Sorry, wala palang kakasyang XR dito. Kasi yung output yung malaki. Yan. Tada! So, meron siyang cute na cable. I could plug it here sa likod. There. And plug it behind the camera. See? Ayan. That works. Yan guys, medyo magulo na yung table, no? But last, certainly not the least, something that I really needed to buy, which has no price comparison, so that's why, you bite the bullet, you really get it, is storage. So, bumili ako sa Western Digital ng 6TB na my book for backup purposes na video work ko kasi sumasagad na po yung hard drives. Video is no joke when they start piling up na talaga, even if they're mundane clips. OC po ako, I don't like deleting my clips and I like to keep backups of backups, and the very final backup is even on a Blu-ray disc kasi especially when you're doing photography full-time and it's your business, never delete the files kasi you'll never know, 1 or 2 years down the line the same client will ask for the photos, which happened to me several times. So buti na lang din may files ako where I could retrieve and supply them again. So here's a 6TB drive, which is it was a good price in Photoworld at about 8-9. So I bought the EOS R back to the gimbal guys and I realized the EOS R was big for the model of gimbal that I wanted. Tumatama na pa siya dun sa mechanism. So it won't be balanced, plus the lens was too heavy. At hindi pa siya pwede. So for me to use the EOS R on a proper gimbal, I have to go for the highest model. So lesson learned, don't assume by just looking at it right away. Always, if you can, alam ko medyo hassle, just to be sure is you bring your camera and you fit it on the gimbal mismo. Or if there's an equivalent model that you can borrow, more or less the same size and weight, try mo. Diba? Kasi of course, you have your own set of lenses, you have your own set of gear na it's hard to approximate unless na doon ka talaga. So, originally, what I wanted to get in Photoworld was a almost 50,000 peso light. Oh, I forgot to mention pala the price of the gimbals. They range between 20 to 30 and plus thousand. So imagine nyo, 50,000 for the light plus around 35,000 on average for a gimbal, plus the wireless lapel. That's gonna cost around another almost 10,000. So you can imagine it's almost 100,000 that I wanted to get, but I needed to ask, do I really need it? What do I really use? What do I really need to use on my everyday vlog? And I ended up having to spend 19,700 for my haul at Photoworld Asia. So that, folks, is how you get to save money and still get what you need to be done for your vlogging needs. Now, if you have any suggestions, questions, if there's anything that, comments that you guys want to add, please comment below. Like my channel, click like, please, and subscribe. Alright? So, yep. Thanks so much, guys. Jay out.